We now take a look at some of the, we look at the news-making headlines in some of the newspapers across the continent. And we begin with Zambia's Tumfueko newspaper. It's about an editorial that talks about the country plunging back into the deep waters of debt. The British High Commissioner in the country, Fergus Koshrait Diet, recently sounded the alarm that high expenditure by the Zambian government must not be allowed to continue because the country has been spending more than it can afford. The editor of the Post agrees with the High Commissioner and says, indeed, this must stop because this type of overspending can lead to negative consequences for the government and its people, leading to unending deficits and unbalanced budgets. It's time we started living within our means as a nation, as a people, and living within one's means requires that you spend less than or at least equal to the amount of money you earn in each period. The Tumfueko editor concludes by saying, thrift should be the guiding principle in government expenditure. Wastefulness should be made a very great crime and resolute measures should be taken against anyone wasting public resources. And to Liberia now, where Front Page Africa is talking about the revival of the Mount Kofi Hydro Dam, the first time in 26 years. According to the paper, the dam is expected to be turned on December 15th. Mount Kofi Hydro project was of several projects, including the White Plains Water Treatment Plant, the Monrovia Consolidated School System, and JFK Memorial Medical Center that U.S. President Kennedy promised to President William Tubman in the 1960s. The dam was ransacked and left in ruins during the 1990 Civil War. Rebel forces under the command of Charles Taylor seized the Mount Kofi plant in July 1990, destroyed the dam, hence halting production. Front Page Africa says that the Mount Kofi project will add considerable value to Liberia's national welfare and will serve as Liberia's backbone electricity supply asset that will provide reliable, renewable power services to citizens and contribute to the restoration of economic growth to pre-war levels. And we finish today's press review with the Ethiopian Herald. It's talking about an announcement made by the Ethiopian Airlines, which say that it has been awarded Africa Best Employer Brand and Business Leadership Excellence Awards at the third edition of Africa Best Employer Brand Awards ceremony held in Mauritius earlier in the month. A statement sent to the Ethiopian Herald said the award recognizes top organizations across Africa who have demonstrated excellence in building the employer brand through a distinct identity that is visible through human resource practices, policies, and strategies as an employer of choice. The group CEO was given the award in recognition of the invaluable contribution the airlines is making to be the most sought-after employer. Receiving the award, Human Resource Management Acting Vice President Mesei Shifro said that human resource development being one of the core pillars of Vision 2025, the airlines is continuously nurturing human resources practices, standards, work ethics, and values that help achieve targets.